Hi, my name is Vanessa van Dijk, and in this video I'm going to show you a skincare routine that's suitable for oily acne-prone skin, keeping the main focus towards COSRX skincare products, so that they can hopefully help you to improve your pimples or maybe even mild acne-prone skin, inflammation that you're experiencing, or even help you to regulate your oiliness throughout the day and nighttime. And so I want to briefly go over the PowerPoint, which you can see right here, so that you understand how you can work through it, because you can download it in the description box down below if you want to use it as a guide. So at first I want to go over the example skincare routine. So you can see the morning skincare routine as well as the evening skincare routine. You can already see the products that I've picked, and they are already in the correct order of application. Now, while I'm going over the example routines, I want to include some general skincare tips, which I'm going to briefly emphasize, but you can read again over them in your own time under this category, so that you know how you can properly use your skincare products and have the best layering experience possible when using those products. And below you will find the skincare product descriptions, which are the products that I have picked for my example skincare routine, so that you know and understand for whom they are suitable. So again, for oily skin plus acne prone skin, and how they can help you. Now, I did give you a little description next to it, but I kept the main focus towards the main ingredients and what this then should do for your oily acne prone skin, so that you know with what you're working, so that you understand the entire setup and why they can work brilliantly together. Now, let's get started with the morning skincare routine, starting off with the first step right here, which is washing your face using a regular cleanser. Now, you may notice I did not pick COSRX cleansers, primarily because I prefer those over COSRX cleansers, but of course this is personal preference. If you're currently using COSRX cleansers such as the salicylic acid cleanser or like a low pH good morning cleanser and you enjoy them, go ahead and replace it. It's completely fine. Just make sure that they're suitable for your oily acne prone skin and that they give you the benefits to properly remove any excess oil, dirt and sweat from the skin. Now, if you want to know how you can use your cleanser, you have the general guide below. So once you have washed your face with your cleanser, you have properly rinsed it off the skin, you're going to pat the skin dry. So you want to remove the remaining water drops from the skin surface using a clean towel and gently pat all over. So you do not want to leave the remaining water on the skin surface, because again, this may cause layering issues. Plus, you want to make sure that your skin is just getting the nourishing ingredients that it needs and not just purely water. And this now brings me to the next step, which is a leave-on product, which is COSRX Centella water alcohol-free toner. And so again, if you're going down towards the product descriptions, you will find what it basically does for you and why I've picked it. Because this toner contains Centella water, which has antioxidant and hydrating properties in it, and it is rich in amino acids, and therefore it helps to soothe and calm irritated and inflamed red skin. So because you have already oily acne prone skin, you can often experience redness, specifically on the acne spots. So you want to calm it down, you want to reduce it so that the skin becomes less sensitive and the redness is going to calm down. So therefore this is a great addition to add into your skincare routine. Now, if you want to know how you can use the toner, you have the general guide below. Then you're going to apply it all over your face and neck, and then you're going to leave it on the skin. There's no need to wash it off. In between, I highly recommend giving the skin enough time so that it can properly absorb the product that you just have applied. So as a general guide, 30 seconds to a minute should be enough for such a toner, because it should absorb pretty fast into the skin. But again, you always can give between your skincare products about 30 seconds to a minute in between, just to make sure that you won't come across any layering issues. Once you're done with the toning step, you're going to move on to the snail essence. This is a quite famous product. It helps again to hydrate and soothe the skin. It's a great addition to add into the routine, and you can think of it like a moisturizer. So usually if you have oily acne prone skin, your skin doesn't lack any oil. So all what it needs is hydration. And if you want to add hydration to the skin, there are several ways on how you can do this. So the essence can be a great step to use after the toner. And again, you're going to apply it to the skin and then leave it on the skin. There's no need to wash it off. Now, because the essence has a thicker and stickier texture compared to the toner, you may want to wait a bit longer in between. Now, of course, if you can already see that the product has absorbed much faster into the skin, you can immediately move on to the next step, but this is just an overall general guide that you can keep in mind. And then as the last step in your morning skincare routine, we are going to follow up with sunscreen using COSRX sunscreen, which is a great sunscreen that I can recommend. Now, this should help you to protect the skin from the damaging UV rays. And specifically, since you're already working with calming products in the morning, you do not want to expose it to like UV rays, because again, this may irritate the skin and therefore it has a harder time to heal properly and to reduce those reddish and dark brownish spots that you may experience, specifically after acne. So therefore it is a great addition and an important addition to your morning skincare routine. If you want to know how you can use your sunscreen and how much you need to use, you will find the general guide right here. This can be slightly adjusted if you should have a larger face and neck, or even like a smaller face and neck, but overall you should use enough to properly cover the entire area that's being exposed, specifically when keeping the focus towards your face and neck. And then this would be the entire setup of a morning skincare routine that you can follow daily. Now, when it comes to the evening skincare routine, it can look, in the sense of the order of application, pretty much the same, but we're going to exchange certain products. So again, in the evening, it is important to properly wash your face with your regular cleanser. Now, COSRX Always Soothing Sun Cream is a sunscreen that comes off pretty easy. So there's no need to do a double cleanse. Using a regular cleanser is just enough. You can really properly take it off in the evening with just your cleanser. Again, this can be with one of the examples or your COSRX cleanser. Wash your face, rinse it off. Again, pat the skin dry. You know why it is so important. Please don't forget this. Then we are moving on to COSRX BHA Black Hat Power Liquid. So that one, again, if you now want to learn more about why it is a great addition to add into your routine, you will find it under the skincare product descriptions. So right here, it is a great exfoliating essence that contains 4% of betaine salicylate, which is a combination of salicylic acid and a gentle moisturizing ingredient, so that it is less drying and irritating on the skin, which helps to loosen dead skin cells while unclogging pores and therefore regulating oiliness. Plus, it contains 2% of niacinamide, which is a great anti-inflammatory and brightening ingredients to basically improve the appearance of blemishes. So you can see that I really did the best to keep it as short, yet give you all the information of why those products can be beneficial for your oily acne-prone skin. So again, once you have applied it to the skin, you're going to leave it on the skin. There's no need to wash it off. Now, usually with COSRX BHA Black Hat Power Liquid, that one is a very gentle exfoliant. So theoretically, you can go ahead and use it daily in your evening skincare routine. However, if you aren't sure, if you're being completely new to the product, you aren't sure how your skin is going to respond to it, well, you will find a frequency guide below by starting off using it 2 to 3 times per week. And then maybe after a couple of weeks, you may want to increase the frequency so that you then can adjust it accordingly to your skin tolerance. So that it's not going to irritate your skin because it is an exfoliant, but at the same time gives you the benefits to improve your oily acne-prone skin. So again, once you have applied it to the skin, you want to give it a moment in between so that it can fully absorb into the skin before you're going to move on to the next step. So again, the next step is going to be COSRX Advanced Snail Essence, which you're going to apply to the skin and then leave on the skin. And then again, wait in between until it has fully absorbed into the skin. And then the last step in your evening skincare routine would be COSRX Centella Blemish Cream. So again, we already know what Centella can do for you. It helps to soothe and calm the skin, especially if it is wet and inflamed. And so if you have like certain spots that are really standing out, you can go ahead and use that cream only on those specific spots and then leave it on until the next morning. Or you just can leave it on for, let's say, an hour before you're going to bed and then take it off so that you're not going to smear it around in your bed, because depending on how you sleep, this can be quite annoying. But overall, you should get the idea that this is a spot treatment for your reddish like breakouts. And then again, once you have applied it to the skin, there's no need to wash it off. And so overall, this would be then the setup of an evening skincare routine, which you can theoretically use daily, except if you now say, well, I cannot tolerate using COSRX Black Hat Power like daily in my evening skincare routine, well then the days when not using it, you're just going to leave it out, and then you're just going to wash your face with your cleanser, immediately move on to the essence and then the blemish cream. And then there you have the days where you're not going to use the exfoliant. But overall, you should get the idea of how you can properly use the products, what the order of application would be, and how it is going to be suitable for your oily acne-prone skin. And so this is what I wanted to share with you. And so I want to remind you again that you can download the entire PowerPoint in the description box down below. And if you enjoy my work, and keep in mind I am an independent channel that's putting out that information, you can go ahead and support this if you're going to click on the super thanks button below this video, or check the description box, there you will find a PayPal link. Otherwise, you can give this video a big thumbs up as well as share it. And if you now want to learn more about those specific skincare products, you want to see the individual applications, I'm going to leave some of the videos at the end of this video so that you know how you can properly use them when applying them at home. Now, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon in the next one. Happy skincaring. Bye.